here. Alright, I'm going to make a recipe, and I'm sorry about the camera. I cannot find the charger to my good one. So this started smelling a bit funky, like, okay, we need to make this. It does not have a use by date on here, which kind of would be nice. But I noticed at the bottom of these recipe cards that it has on here cook within and in a certain amount of days. So we are at the last day. This needs to be cooked. And I'm going to go ahead and cook another one just because their days are coming up soon too. So what I've done, I've put the oven on 425. I've got 4 cups of water in the pot getting hot. I put a piece of tin foil down and sprayed it with some cooking spray. So now you are where I am at. And we are going to open up this bag. Alright, in here I have broccoli, cheese crisp, rice, and they are calling this that kind of rice. It's a little bit different. Some sour cream, Parmesan cheese, savory seasoning, a lemon, a cube of butter, and some broth concentrate. So let's see what we can do here. Alright, the first thing it says to do is to have this lemon. I'm going to try to put this recipe somewhere. I need one of those stands. Alright, so we're going to cut it in half. And it says coarsely crush the cheese crisp. I guess I could hammer it out. Well, it feels like it's crumbling. Now, it says to cut the broccoli into bite-sized pieces. Let's move this out of the way. So we have a place for our broccoli. The broccoli it appears to be pretty cut up, but we can make it a little smaller. Some of the ones that I think are already small enough, I'm just going to throw over there. Okay. I'm smelling everything because, like, I don't trust it. It looks fine, you know, it's not slimy or nothing like that. One thing with these recipes, when you pick them out, it's hard to know what you're going to be in the mood for. And we don't eat a lot of seafood. So I thought it would be a nice change, but boy, you better be ready to eat it as soon as you get it. You might want to think about that if you order a bunch of things. If you get multiple seafood items, they're going to have to be cooked rather quickly. Alright, I'm just going to chop these bigger pieces up a little bit. Alright, we're going to throw that on. Seems like a lot, but... Okay. Okay, so we've done that. It says to toss with 1 teaspoon of olive oil. Alright, I have some extra virgin olive oil. A pinch of salt and pepper. So I'm just going to kind of basil. And then I have some pepper. And salt. And then I'm just gonna toss it. Alright, I think that looks fairly good. Okay, now it says to spread into a single layer, put it in the oven for 14 to 16 minutes. Okay, so, cut this one, it's a little big. Alright, so 14 to 15 minutes. Alright, and it says while that is roasting, we're going to start the risotto. Alright, so in another medium pot over medium heat, add a teaspoon of olive oil. So make it a pot. Medium heat. Teaspoon of olive oil. Good thing I have this. Alright, add the rice and stir occasionally until toasted and opaque. Alright. I'm just going to let that warm up here. I feel like I've got broccoli with everything. I actually feel like I should start the other recipe at the same time. Wow, this one's really fast. 15 minutes. How long is this one? 35 to 45 minutes. This one takes longer. Huh. Well, I'm looking at this one because this one has 4 days on it, so it needs to be done by tomorrow. My others say 5 and 6 days. Okay. I don't know what's in this that would make it go bad, but let's get the ingredients. We're going to do 2 and 1. Just because we can, eh? Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and toss this in. Just stirring to get that oil all over everything, and we'll see what happens. Alright. So that's going to take a few minutes. Our other recipe, and I'm going to keep everything separate, is the prosciutto and penne, pesto penne. So this one has tomatoes, the prosciutto, some onion, Parmesan cheese, cream sauce, basil pesto, and your already cooked noodles. This, I think, is what makes it so fast, is because these are already cooked. Boy, that's definitely putting on an aroma. All right, so we are going to have the tomatoes, it says, and you can see it's just a little bit over a handful. A little knife. Sorry, it's not the best of angles, but I know if I just keep moving the camera, it's not gonna stay put. I'd rather you have like an over-the-shoulder view of what I'm doing. So we have the tomatoes, remove the prosciutto, and coarsely chop it. This is 3 ounces. This reminds me a lot of country ham. So I feel like if you don't have this, you could use country ham. Alright, it's got these little pieces in between, so we're gonna take them out. It's very thinly sliced. Goodness, I may not have to chop it very much because it's just tearing to pieces. Oh my gosh, look at this. Okay, I don't like the packaging on this at all. It's like just sticking to this paper. Like little paper thin slices. And here I am trying to get them off. Which is fine that it's small, it's just they need something that doesn't stick so much to. Look at that, it's crazy. Alright. Alright. It says to chop, but it doesn't really show a picture of how coarse to make these. You're going to need a good knife for this. Luckily, I have one. I'm just chopping away here. Okay. Now, it says to add some olive oil. Whoops, we don't want that one. Into the skillet. Add the prosciutto. And the onion, which is over here. Okay. Stir often until crispy, 4 to 6 minutes. So I'm just gonna get that going. How's this rice doing? Okay. It says 1 to 2 minutes. I think it's definitely been 1 to 2 minutes. Alright, it says to add 1 cup of the boiling water from our 4 cups of water. Alright, so 1 cup of the water. Ooh. All right, and then our broth concentrate. Okay. And the seasoning blend. All right, we're gonna stir that. I'm gonna stir these onions in the prosciutto. All right. Okay, it said rice should just be covered by water. Stir often until nearly all the water is absorbed. Okay, and that's exactly what it looks like. Apparently this is a long process because once you've done this, you're going to add another half a cup of water and keep stirring, and it's supposed to take 18 to 20 minutes. That seems like a long time for some rice. It's just me. Alright, the prosciutto's doing good. It's getting nice and brown. The onions are starting to get clear. We're waiting on everything to get nice and crispy. And I'm separating it a little bit, knocking it out. And stirring. I'm going to come back and stir this. And this is what it looks like. So I'm going to let it go a little bit longer, and then I'm going to add another half a cup of water. We've still got about 4 minutes for the broccoli. Alright, it looks like most of the water has came out, so I'm going to add another half a cup of the boiling water. And it says you can taste this as you're cooking it, checking for tenderness. When it has no more crunch, then it's done. And it said we may not use all the water. There may be some water left, so we will see. But right now, it's definitely still hard. I can tell just from stirring it. Alright, just to give you an idea of what this looks like. Got this broken up. We're just waiting on that to get a little bit more done, a little more crispy. And it didn't say to turn the heat down, so I still have it at a good medium heat. Where are you going?
My phone said that you might help me with this.
Okay. Do you want to take a drink down with you?
Yeah. When this supposed to know, she said this is the actual water. It's where the water is inside. It's supposed to be a real actual sun.
That is true. You want to take one of these? Alright. Almost there, I feel like. Not on the rice. We're still just cooking away on this. I'm going to look at the broccoli. It still has, well, it has about a minute. So I'm going to actually turn the oven off because I feel like the broccoli is going to be done here in a minute. And I don't want to pull it out right now. Well, my prosciutto is definitely brown. I'm trying to see. Some of it looks more crispy than others. My onions are pretty well, I think it's pretty well done. This is what it looks like. You can see how the onions are pretty well transparent and soft, and the prosciutto is browned. I don't know what crispy means to them. You know, are we talking like bacon crispy? Maybe they should have elaborated what crispy meant, or they had pictures of what this is what looks done. I mean, they have a picture, but it's really dark, and it looks really brown. But it has definitely been 4 to 6 minutes, I feel like. Okay, I think we're good. Alright, next it says to add the tomatoes to the hot pan. It looks like everything just continues on in here. So we're going to add our tomatoes. And I love using fresh ingredients. I love that. And cook this for 2 to 3 minutes until it's soft. So that's good. I feel like if you felt like your prosciutto wasn't quite ready, you're still cooking it. Because you're going to be cooking this down, so you're alright. That's what that looks like. Alright, this is cooked down again. I'm going to add another ½ a cup of water. Stirring. Oh my goodness, it looks like I missed a tomato. Not sure how that was possible. Is it me, or do I feel like the pasta dish is missing bread? I always feel like pasta has to be served with some sort of bread, whether it be like Italian, you know, a crispy Italian bread or some garlic bread. I don't know. I mean, I would like to think these are meals. They should have everything with it. I just feel like there should be bread involved. Alright, so that's got a few more minutes. We want this to get soft. We're still going to do this. I'm going to pull out the broccoli and I'll show you what that looks like. That's what we have. Lovely charred broccoli. All right. I'm going to leave that in any longer. It looks like it had definitely cooked enough. Now, looks like I need another skillet. I'm going to go ahead and start the scallops. So I want everything to get done. It doesn't say to, but that's just how I am. I feel like this rice is getting there. So for the scallops, let me get it. It says to pat them dry. You need a paper towel. Now I have 8 ounces. And they're in this like sucked on container here. They smell quite fishy. I don't know if that's good or bad. I mean, it's not offensive, but it smells like fish. Which I've been told fish shouldn't really smell. Alright. So we're just going to pat these dry. Okay, I feel like they're pretty dry. I'm going to add more water to this rice. I think this is the last one. Alright, the tomatoes look like they've gotten soft. So it says to stir in the pasta. The cream base. Oh, I'm going to have all kinds of stuff to clean. A tablespoon of water. Well, a tablespoon of water. And I guess that's it. We're going to stir it up. It smells really good. I'll give it that. And see, I could see where this would be a meal with your pasta, but I still feel like I would have to serve bread with it. I don't know, it's just me. So I've stirred this up. It says to cook it until combined for a couple minutes. This is what it looks like. It says if it's dry, you can add a little bit more water to it. And then at the end, we're going to garnish with the Parmesan and the basil pesto. But now on to these scallops. It says to season both sides with a pinch of pepper. Does not say anything about salt. So we will pepper them up. Okay. Interesting. Place on a medium nonstick pan over medium heat with, of course, a tablespoon of olive oil. Or a teaspoon, excuse me. I think this rice is about done. It's getting there. It's very close. The pasta dish is done. I'm not sure that I like that I don't know how to make the cream sauce and what seasonings went in it, because I would like to be able to reproduce these recipes, and without that you can't do it. Alright, and it says to, in batches if necessary, add the scallops to a hot pan until they meet a minimum internal temperature of 145 degrees, 1 to 2 sides per minute. So they cook fairly fast. I'm going to move it over here, move it over there. I'm going to get my skillet good and hot. And you know, I don't know that if I have a thermometer. We're going to wing it. Alright. Okay. Hear that sizzle sizzle. My phone's dying, so we're going to plug it in real quick. Stir this rice. And as you can see, the rice has definitely plumped up. I'm going to actually try one, see if it's soft. It is, so I would say it's probably done. Alright, flip these over. They're all about the same thickness, but some are definitely bigger or smaller than the other ones. All right, we are going to get some plates. All right, wait a minute. Where's the lemon coming in? Okay. All right, we're going to finish the risotto. Remove the burner, add 2 teaspoons of lemon juice. Try not to get any seeds in there. Okay. The Parmesan cheese. Okay. The butter, we have 2 of these. Sour cream. Alright, and then a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Alright, stir that in. I want you guys to see this. It says continue stirring until that butter is good and melted. You know, everything's good and mixed in. I know I'm flipping these again. I just want to make sure they're good and cooked. I'm going to look again. I don't know that I have a thermometer, and I should. Well, I have one. I'm pretty sure I have one. I just don't know where it's at. You definitely don't want to eat uncooked food. Yeah, I don't see it. I know we have one. I just don't know where it be. I'm sorry. So I'd like for you to see what it looked like. But it's only supposed to take a few minutes, so. Now, this pasta dish, you are to put on your plate, and you're supposed to garnish with your Parmesan cheese curds. Okay, and your basil stuff. guys, that is how that one appears. Oh no, I put the cheese crisp on the wrong thing. This is supposed to have the Parmesan. Oh my goodness. Oh well. Apparently this should have this in it. Alright. This is what comes from making two dishes at the same time, right? Alright, these have got to be done. Now, okay, so this one, you put down your, looks like that. You get a couple of your scallops here, put them on top. This you're supposed to put your scallops, oh, and your broccoli. Some lemon. I'm getting seeds in there. Cheese crisp. Okay. Voila! Do you guys think it looks good? Alright, it was a mad dash at the end. So, let's taste it. Lord, I hope it's good, because they're really not super cheap. Alright. Alright, actually I'm going to start with this one, because it's a little bit cooler. So, I think I put the wrong Parmesan on, guys. But a little extra, it's not going to be bad. I want to get a little bit of everything. So we got tomato, the prosciutto. That's really good. That's really good. It needs bread. It needs garlic bread. Absolutely. I like this one. This one, same thing. I'm going to try to get a little bit of the broccoli, some of the rice, and some of the scallop. I like this one even better. Wow. Okay. I honestly thought I wouldn't like this one, but I do. This one's my favorite. That one's really good. And it says if you don't like the scallops, you can substitute chicken. I think that would be really good too. Actually, any meat on this. You can do shrimp or the ribeye, and it would be really good. I really wish we knew all the ingredients that went into this, because I would remake this in a heartbeat. This one is good. I don't know that I would order it very often, though. It's just, you know, it's something different, though, and I like that. And that's what we're going to have for supper. So you guys, let me know what you think. If you have tried these before, if you like them, if you didn't like them, any changes, maybe you could give suggestions to other people. And if you like this video, let's thumbs it up and I'll do some more. Okay, guys, until next time. Oh my goodness. Let's see if we can focus. I want you to see my face. Bye.